You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
You're planning a vacation, an escape from the day-to-day routine of everyday life. You're looking forward to getting pampered in some sunbathed tropical island getaway, surrounded by cool, balmy breezes, with the soothing, relaxing sounds of calypso music playing distantly in the warm island air. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Well, don't leave your pets at home. They want to go too. Welcome to Travel Tales, the show where you'll get great travel ideas on perfect places for you and your pet. From Paris to paradise, south of the border to the South Seas, Travel Tales will give you cool tips on fun vacation destinations to travel with your pet, pet-friendly hotels, and advice on how to travel safely and happily with your furry best friends. So get ready to pack the bags and the bones with your Travel Tales hosts, Susan Sims and Nicholas Sveslosky.
Hi, everybody. I'm Susan Sims.
And I'm Nicholas Sveslosky. We are your hosts for Travel Tales on Pet Life Radio. And, as editor and publisher of Fido-friendly magazine, we know travel.
You're right. And, we can't wait to share our years of dog travel experience with you during our podcast each week.
And I'm excited. On today's show, we will be talking about going green with Fido.
Yeah, I really love this topic. Going green is the buzzword for 2008. And for those of us who were children in the 60s, and that's not you, Nicholas. But,
thank you.
But for me, we grew up recycling. But this going green to live an eco-friendly lifestyle is good for us, good for the planet, and good for Fido.
Yeah, it's funny, and this might date me a little bit, but when I first heard the term going green, I thought somebody was getting sick. I had no idea it had to do with conservation efforts. I really like it, and I agree. I think just making that conscious decision to investigate how we can do our part, doesn't take a lot of work. As you can go online, you can search, on Google or something like that, going green, and get a ton of information. In fact, our upcoming issue of Fido-friendly magazine that's due out in March has this very same focus.
And if your New Year's resolution was to travel more with Fido, we will not only talk about making your trips fun and eco-friendly, but in today's show, we will also name our Fido-friendly hotel. So sit and stay. We will be right back with more Travel Tales on Pet Life Radio.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat backs and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this.
Want to know what cats like to eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies, of course. Learn everything there is to know about cats on Catitude with your host, Tom Dock. Each week, we'll spotlight a cool cat breed, give up-to-date advice on cat health, and check out spiffy new cat products. So curl up on the couch every week for a perfectly enjoyable time on Catitude. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Pets are part of the family, and when traveling with your dog, there's only one magazine to include when packing your doggie's duffel bag, and that's Fido-friendly, the travel and lifestyle magazine for you and your dog. Each bi-monthly issue includes hotel, city, and state reviews, and doggy destinations to explore with your furry companion. Fido-friendly magazine can be found at Borders, Barnes & Noble, PetSmart, Pet Boutiques, and Fido-friendly hotels nationwide. Or you can go online to subscribe at www.fidofriendly.com. So get traveling with your pet today and leave no dog behind. And remember, Fido-friendly's the only magazine dedicated to the travel lifestyle of man's best friend, and the one magazine your dog will thank you for.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm. Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors, Susan and Nicholas, on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back to Pet Life Radio. This is Nicholas Sveslosky along with Susan Sims, your hosts for Travel Tales. Before the break, we were talking about going green with Fido when you travel.
I know, and as we had said, it's kind of the buzzword for 2008, but they're emerging on the scene are eco-friendly products that are allowing your pets to go green right alongside the family.
Yeah, exactly. Before we hit the road with Fido, we should begin our green adventure at home, starting with your pet's waste. Now, this might not be a topic first on your list, but when you're picking up after your dog, there are a couple things that you might want to keep in mind. How you dispose of waste makes a big difference in our environment. So be sure to keep in mind, if using bags to pick up the poop, don't use plastic, but use biodegradable bags. And if you want to keep going one step further, there's a great product called Poo Converter. And you know what, Susan, there's something about the word poo that I just don't like. I think just saying it makes me feel uncomfortable, like I should be finding another word for it. So we're going to do something very unique on the show, and we're going to make a contest. So if you can count the number of times that we say this magic word poo or a version of poo, like poop, then we will give you a free subscription to Fido-friendly magazine for 1 year. So if you can count the total numbers and email us at PetLifeRadio.com, we will be able to send you a 1 free year subscription to Fido-friendly magazine.
Wow, that's awfully generous of you.
Hey, I'm in the mood.
Well, the Poo Converter, what I like about this contraption, I like it for a lot of reasons, but not only do you recycle your pet's waste by turning it into fertilizer for your garden, but you give thousands of worms a job. And we all know that the unemployment rate for worms is high, but seriously, according to their website, I know we're just silly today, but poop and poo and worms, it's not what you would expect to hear from us about our travel show. But
it's a good course. It's a good course for a radio show. I like it.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. What I like about this, if you look at their website, they have this, it's all eco-friendly, but it says there's no need for chemicals. And what this is, it's actually a worm bin, which harnesses the power of nature to recycle pet droppings into worm castings and liquid manure. And they refer to this as compost tea. So the tea is often referred to by gardeners as liquid gold. It's highly concentrated and can be mixed 1 part tea to 4 parts water. And what happens is the worms are used to convert the poo into castings. It's an incredibly nutrient-rich soil amendment, and because the worms eat the bacteria, there is no odor. So in the unit, it's really cool. It's easy to set up. It takes up very little space, and it comes complete with instructions provided, and they also give you 1,000 red worms, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I like that. So, okay, let me get this straight. You place the Poo Converter in the backyard, and you just toss the dog's waste inside and let the worms go to work?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's so simple. You have to imagine, what there must be a catch, but it's interesting because the size of the bin, on average, it can handle the droppings of 2 medium dogs. So, you have to take into account what you think of as medium, think Chihuahua versus Great Dane. But the greater amount of droppings recycled through the bin, the faster the castings will build up. And the worm castings can then be easily harvested as per their instructions. And you can use that around the flower garden or in potting mixes. Well,
I can't imagine if you had a Great Dane. I think you would need a supersize me on the worm bin or something like that.
Yeah, he'd have to have his own worm poo converter.
Yeah, I think so. Designated just for him. But okay, well, that's a really good product, and it makes a lot of sense. And especially since sometimes when I got to take the poo can out, I got to bring it around the side of the house. I plug my nose and hope to hold my breath for a couple minutes just so I don't inhale anything. So if the worms take care of all that, I'm all behind that product. And you can find the Pet Poo Converter. It's at planetnatural.com. And you can also surf their website to find, organic fertilizers, natural pest control, the compost bins, and natural cleaning products.
Yeah, I like that. And everybody, we're going to list these at the end of the show and also on the website, so you don't have to be taking notes right now. But we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we will talk more about going green with Fido and introduce you to a popular hotel chain that has taken the green movement with Fido to heart. So sit and stay. We'll be right back with more Travel Tales on Pet Life Radio.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat backs and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this. Stop what you're doing and start horsing around. Every week on Pet Life Radio, horse expert and award-winning rider Audrey Pavia will be trotting out great tips on feeding, breeding, and more on everything equestrian. So set a spell and say hey to Audrey and get ready for a darn tootin' galloping good time. Every week on Horsing Around, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm. Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors, Susan and Nicholas, on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back to Pet Life Radio. This is Nicholas Sveslosky along with Susan Sims, your hosts for Travel Tales. Today's show is about going green with Fido, and we touched on the importance of using biodegradable pet waste bags and also the use of the pet poo converter, which I hope everybody is keeping count of the times that we say that magic word. But the pet poo converter is where you put 1,000 worms to work turning your pet's waste into a garden fertilizer.
Yeah, and actually, we're kind of looking at our garden. We just had our landscaping put in last year, and we put a designated garden area out there. So I'm really excited about that poo converter. I think that'd be perfect for us. And the two dogs, the two labs, Zoe and Maddie, they have quite a bit of land that they can roam around. So it takes a lot of time going after them, but this makes it all worthwhile.
And I think if you're in your backyard, you just got to make sure you mine the landmines because you got Zoe and Maddie, and you got quite a big backyard. So if it's dark or anything like that, I make sure I let Tasha go in front of me because somehow I don't know how dogs do it, but they usually can avoid the waste. It's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen that happen too. They have some kind of like bat radar or something like that.
Yeah, they send out their signal.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is a good start on going green with Fido, and now that you're ready to hit the road with your furry companion, you'll be sure to bring along some biodegradable pickup bags like those you can find at poopbags.com. Another item on your list if you don't want to worry about shampoo for your dog is a great product, and it's from earthbath.com. And Earthbath has come up with a travel-friendly, it's totally natural grooming wipes, and you can use these as a bath alternative when on the road with your dog.
Yes, I absolutely love this idea when traveling with my black lab, Tasha, since she is probably one of the most active dogs, and I'm not just being partial, she is one of the most active dogs I've ever seen. I mean, that's kind of specific with the black lab breed, but as long as you hone in what time they're supposed to be active, it's very manageable. So, with using these wipes, I can simply clean her paws or really give her a good once-over if she happens to jump in a nearby pond, which is pretty much bound to happen. So what's really great about this product, too, is that they contain only natural cleansers and conditioners, and it comes in a green tea leaf fragrance or a hypoallergenic fragrance free. So Tasha has a little bit of sensitive skin. This is perfect for her.
Yeah, it is. And, I love this website. This is one of the websites we found when we were researching for the show. And you can check out earthbath.com for more products for your green quest. As they state on their website that all Earthbath pet care products are 100% biodegradable, and they're free of phosphates and enzymes and are animal cruelty free. So, this is a fantastic site, when you're really getting raising your consciousness about going green with Fido. So you want to check out earthbath.com.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun researching for this show about going green with Fido. And we found also a great pet bed manufacturer in Seattle called Big Shrimpy, which there's an oxymoron for you. But their goal is to use at least 50% recycled materials in their products. And it's giving you pretty much a nice looking bed for your pet and will also leave you feeling good about doing your part for the planet.
Yeah, I don't think people really think about that. It's funny too because we were just looking at our pet blanket, thinking it's getting worn out. Probably should just throw it out. But this site is great. They also have pet blankets too, so you be sure to check out their website. It's bigshrimpy.com. So far we have addressed what to do with the backyard poop, wipes and products to keep Fido clean, and a great travel bed. But don't forget the toys. SimplyFido.com uses organically grown cotton, which is safe, non-toxic, with natural plant extracts from plants and minerals for the organic dye process. And the end result is an all-natural pet toy for your loving companion. There's just so much to talk about, and we're kind of moving through this really quickly so we can get to everything. But we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we will have your Fido-friendly travel tip, along with a pet-friendly hotel. So sit and stay. We'll be right back with more travel tales on Pet Life Radio.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat bags and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this.
Having a rough day? Longing for the dog days of summer? Think your fun furry friend lives a dog's life? Well, find out everything you're begging to know as Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with pet expert and award-winning author Liz Palaika. Every dog has his day, and you'll find out how to make your dog's day fun and rewarding. Every week, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at PetPlanetMagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm. Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors, Susan and Nicholas, on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back to Pet Life Radio. This is Nicholas Sveslosky along with Susan Sims, your hosts for Travel Tales. We've been talking about going green with Fido and have only just touched the surface with product picks that will help you get the ball rolling with Fido on your green quest.
Yeah, the green quest, the quest for the green. And there are a lot of great...
Sounds like a movie.
It does, doesn't it? What? That reminds me of something. What is that?
Well, I think it's the Lord of the... the quest for the Holy Grail.
Yeah, Monty Python.
Yeah, just as long as there's no talking bushes on this show, we're fine.
Yeah, it's only a flesh wound.
It's a shrubbery.
Well, there's a lot of great websites available with more information about green products, and we will be placing web links about products mentioned on today's show on the Pet Life Radio website.
And we will also have edit in the upcoming March-April issue of Fido-friendly magazine, so be sure to pick up your copy at the local newsstands. One of our favorite topics to discuss are the fabulous Fido-friendly hotels available to you and your dog for your next adventure. And one of our most favorite brands. It's a boutique hotel chain we just keep coming back to time and time again, is the Kimpton Group.
I know it, and they have such great properties. And for those of us who travel a lot, it's almost a guarantee you are familiar with Kimpton. But for those listeners new on the scene, suffice it to say, this is a property you will want to find out more about.
Yeah, that's right. Not only are you and Fido welcome, but the Kimpton Group also provides a goldfish if you happen to be traveling sans your favorite guppy.
Yeah, and that was good to know, since traveling with Gil, our little fish Gil proves to be a tad inconvenient. We tried bringing him along one time, and the dogs nearly drank all the water from his fish bowl. So
This was Gil number 5, right?
Yeah, goldfish, they don't have longevity, so they go to goldfish heaven. But we always name them Gil, short for Gilbert actually. But it's Gil number 5. I think we're working on now. But anyway, so we had a lesson. So from now on, we just leave Gil with a neighbor.
That's probably a good thing. I think that name actually comes from that movie, What About Bob, doesn't it?
Well, it does in our case, because that's one of our favorite movies, What About Bob? And I recommend everybody see that. That's hysterical. But he was a little crazy, and he took his goldfish with him, and he put it around his neck. He made like a necklace with a small goldfish bowl and put Gil in there, and he took a bus trip, and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I would like all our listeners to know that I have babysat Gil. And one time, I think when I was very younger, so this must have been Gil number 2, I almost killed them by feeding him lettuce because there was no more fish food. But that was an experience in itself, and I have since graduated to know that all pets cannot eat all types of food, and they should be specific. And there was one time when we were moving, when I was helping you move, and Gil was my passenger in the next seat, and I kid you not, I think I ended up started talking to Gil, like during the ride up. So fish are good company, so I think the Kimpton Group is onto something there. But
yeah, well, Gil, he was that particular Gil, he was a good listener.
Yeah. He would interject every now and then with a bloop bloop, but he was
yeah.
But getting back on topic, all of the Kimpton properties, they like to pamper your pet with their special pet packages, and they include amenities and services like pet food, dog walking services, and chew toys. And keeping with our green theme, we have chosen the Kimpton Portland property to talk about. First of all, there's Art. Now, Art is the Golden Lab Retriever mix who serves as the director of pet relations for this hotel. And Art is a handsome guy who came from the Oregon Humane Society.
Isn't that wonderful? So that's like recycling right there.
Yeah, exactly. But to good use.
And I love the fact that more and more properties include a canine concierge, if you will, especially when your furry companion doesn't make the trip with you.
I agree. Most often my lab Tasha is with me wherever I go. I just love having her. In fact, if she's not around, I feel like something's missing. But for the times she can't come along, it's nice to get my puppy fix with a canine concierge.
I know, and more and more properties, like I said, are doing that. Last year we stayed at the Ritz-Carlton at Bachelor Gulch in Colorado, and they have their canine concierge is aptly named Bachelor, and he was available for walks, and people would leave tips or whatnot, and any proceeds that would come from people either taking Bachelor for a walk or even having him sleep in the room with them, all these tips would go to the local nonprofit Animal Society, and so that was really something that I wasn't aware of until we went to that one property, and he was so busy the weekend we were there, and he was a big hit with all the kids.
No, that's perfect. I love seeing hotels just go that extra mile. I mean, it's so easy not to do it, but just to do it, it gives, I think, not only the guests just a satisfaction of being able to be with a dog, but the fact that they know that it's even going further by helping, the nonprofits in the local area. I think that's just great. So,
I agree. And one other thing, it's funny because when you think of Ritz-Carlton, you really think of luxury and it's high-end property. But just having the dog there makes it feel like home, and it kind of takes a edge off of that like little austere that you might have a feeling that it's a little snobby or sophisticated or whatnot.
I agree. I mean, they keep the nice look of the hotel and that nice ambiance and that feeling, And then just having the dog is just the icing on the cake for us. It's kind of like, well, we're going to be in this nice environment, but we're going to still have our same personality, which is just fun, outgoing. And if we got a dog to go with us, then it just makes us that much better.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a great program. And going back to our Kimpton property, which was formerly the Fifth Avenue Suites Hotel, and it's now the Hotel Monaco Portland. They offer a great amenity package, and their services include they have a personal welcome on the Hotel Monaco Pet Welcome Board, which is great. So you automatically get your name and lights right there. They got a bowl with a mat for your dog. They have a dog bed, so you don't have to worry about taking that with you. They got some good treats for your dog. They give your dog a bottle of spring water, and then there's the Dispose a Scoop. Now, that's just another fancy way of saying poop bag. So if anybody's keeping track, that counts as one right there. So they get, people got to get clever with their wording. Like I said, you want to try and find words that fit. So they also have walking services, which they'll probably have fees that apply. You can get a pet masseuse if the traveling is just too much stress. So those are upon request, and there will probably be fees as well with that. And if you would like to know what your pet is thinking, they have a pet psychic upon request, and there will be fees applied to that as well. But there is no deposit or weight limit. And the big one, and this is the one that just makes us fall in love with any hotel that does this, there is no additional charge for Fido. So,
yeah, I love that. Count me in.
Yeah, me too. I mean, when a hotel does that, that's just like a stamp for us. I understand that there are certain corporations that, there are policies. If somebody comes into the room and they're allergic, you got to get those rooms clean so you can get those allergies out so it doesn't affect the next person. But if there's a way that they get around it, and we just see a hotel that doesn't offer a pet fee, that makes us really light up inside. So to sum it up, organic food and natural cleaning products and energy conserving methods are just the basics for the Kimpton chain. And they also have soy-based inks in their pens and practice a sustainable recycling program. Now, it's not just among what they use, but they also offer in-room recycling for their guests. So they use nothing but organic food and treats in their Pampered Pooch amenity basket. I mean, it's just from the top to the bottom, all organic. It's just great.
Yeah, so I wanted to hear you say Pampered Pooch amenity basket 3 times fast.
Pampered Pooch. No, I can't do it. I stopped short on the word poo because it's on the brain.
Okay, so that makes Kimpton one of the most environmentally friendly hotel chains, and they also allow dogs. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have our Fido-friendly travel tips. So sit and stay. We'll be right back with more travel tales on Pet Life Radio.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat bags and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this.
There's nothing like a shaggy dog, baby. They're shagadelic. And this is the place to find out how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Oh, yeah. So stop by our pad every week and get switched on, baby. Switched on to the show that's all about attitude. Oh, behave. With your groovy host, pet edutainer Arden Moore. Yeah, baby, yeah. Every week on demand on PetLifeRadio.com.
Pets are part of the family, and when traveling with your dog, there's only one magazine to include when packing your doggie's duffel bag, and that's Fido-friendly, the travel and lifestyle magazine for you and your dog. Each bi-monthly issue includes hotel, city, and state reviews and doggy destinations to explore with your furry companion. Fido-friendly magazine can be found at Borders, Barnes & Noble, PetSmart, pet boutiques, and Fido-friendly hotels nationwide. Or you can go online to subscribe at www.fidofriendly.com. So get traveling with your pet today and leave no dog behind. And remember, Fido-friendly's the only magazine dedicated to the travel lifestyle of man's best friend, and the one magazine your dog will thank you for.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm, Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors, Susan and Nicholas, on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back to Pet Life Radio. This is Nicholas Sveslosky along with Susan Sims, your host for Travel Tales. We've been talking about going green with Fido, and before the break, we talked about staying at the Kimpton Boutique hotel chains, and specifically the Hotel Monaco Portland, which brings us to our Fido-friendly travel tip. When making your travel plans and in keeping with your green quest with Fido, ask your next hotel that you're going to be staying at what type of pet amenities they provide for Fido, and see if they're thinking about, green. When it comes to your dog, what do they have that's specifically green and environmentally friendly? You may just plant that seed and help make your next hotel stay with Fido as a green experience can be.
I like it. And if you would like to find out more about today's topics or just about traveling with Fido, you can go online to Fido-friendly.com to subscribe, or just stop in your local Borders, Barnes & Noble, or PetSmart and pick up a copy of Fido-friendly today. And we would love to hear from you with questions or comments, so feel free to email us at Pet Life Radio. And until next time, safe travels. Leave no dog behind. This is Susan Sims, along with Nicholas Sveslosky for Travel Tales on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio presents Travel Tales, the show where you'll get great travel ideas on perfect places for you and your pet. From Paris to paradise, south of the border to the South Seas, Travel Tales will give you cool tips on fun vacation destinations to travel with your pet, pet-friendly hotels, and advice on how to travel safely and happily with your furry best friends. So, get ready to pack the bags and the bones with your Travel Tales hosts, Susan Sims and Nicholas Sveslosky, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.